guys, welcome to the next episode of Eve's Cuisines. Thank you so much for joining and subscribing to my channel. So today I want to show you guys how I like to make my fish, my snapper actually. I love red snapper. So I had this season since yesterday. It's red snapper. It's the ippies again, the garlic, the green onions, peppers, green bell peppers, red bell peppers, thyme. I have my habanero pepper here. So it's been sitting here in this season in the fridge since yesterday. So I cleaned my fish, I seasoned it, a lot of lime juice, a lot of lime. I love lime, I love that zesty tastiness of it. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I like my fish fry and how, I just love my snappers fried. So the first step is pretty much when you want to start frying your snapper, is you need the all-purpose flour. The all-purpose flour, which is mixed into this container right here that I'm gonna start marinating my fish in, as well as lemon pepper. I love mixing these two together just because again it gives it that little zest, that lemony flavory. Love lemon, a lot of lemon in my taste buds, so I just love lemon overall. So that's why I use these two together. As you can see, I've already poured some in here. I'm just gonna mix it up so I can start mixing the fish in there with it. And then I want to show you guys my pan that I'm going to use over here. So I've already got my oil going, and it seems a little hot already, as you guys can see. Just want to put the temperature down just a little bit because I don't want it splashing once I start putting my fish in there, okay? So as you can see, the oil is hot based on the swirls that's going on in the pan right now. And I have my heat on medium right now, as you guys can see. Again, I definitely don't want any splashing once I put the fish, so I'm gonna keep lowering the temperature since I didn't start on the fish yet. So right now I'm gonna take one of the fish, one of the snappers with all the seasoning on it, and put it in the flour right here. Put some flour over it so it can give it that crisp frying texture. Once it starts frying, I want to get some inside of there. Alright, not too much, but then you want to shake it off because you don't want it to be all like crisp. So you just want to get enough on there, but just not too much, so it's not too crispy, because you still want to taste the flavor of the fish. Again, so I'm just gonna shake it off before I put it in the pan. As you can see, there's flour all over the fish. We're gonna place it gently into the hot oil, guys, because again, this is very hot oil. Perfect. As you can see,
Natalie just commented,
yo, happy Sunday. So okay, so I put my first fish, so I have 4 of them, so we're just gonna do the same for the next. Again, all the seasoning in there. Same thing, same process, same method. Gonna douse the fish with the flour and the lemon pepper all inside. Shake it off again, guys, because again, like I said, you don't want to put too much flour to be too much overbearing on the fish where it's just too crispy and you're not really tasting the flavor of it. Shake it up. Shake it. Okay? Then you want to gently again put it. So we'll do 2 at a time since our pan is we don't want to put too much in there. So let me... Okay, we're just gonna let it do its thing again.
Natalie just asked a question. She's currently working with a client and she wants to know what flour.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nat. You probably missed my intro. So I use the all-purpose Pillsbury Best all-purpose flour, and I mixed it with this lemon pepper seasoning. Love these two combinations together because it gives your fish a little zest, that lemony zest into it. So I mix these two together, as you can see in this mixing right here that I'm mixing my fish in. And then our oil, of course, you know, we have to preheat that oil before. And as you can see, I have 2 fish left in here. So a total of 4 fishes that I'm frying. So we have 2 in the pan right now. We want to give both sides, like right now it's frying on the one side, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes so it can get that crisp before I actually turn it over. And then from there, I will turn it over, and then so that way you guys can see the other side, so the other side can cook as well, okay? So we're just gonna let it do its thing and cook for now on that side and fry. And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, these are red snappers. I cleaned them since yesterday, seasoned them. They were in this seasoning since yesterday, which is Ippies. It consists of Ippies. Ippies is pretty much your garlic, your red pepper, your green onion, habanero pepper. We put onions, regular onions, and then we blend everything up together with oil. So, and as well as we put a pinch of Himalayan pink salt just to give it a little taste when you're making your Ippies. But some people like to add other things as far as salt wise. This is, you know, the process of frying red snapper, the process that I like taking, at least, you know, and just letting it do its thing right now before I actually flip it over on the next side. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. We're just gonna let it do its thing for now. Maybe we can higher the heat up just a little bit. Alright, we're still gonna let it do its thing. It's not time to turn it as of yet because we just placed it in there. Alright, we're just gonna let it do its thing because, you know, we gotta let it fry and cook, and then I'll turn it over probably in the next 7 minutes or so because we want the other side to get really crispy, browning, and just very juicy overall. Yep, as you guys can see, it's starting to get golden on that side, but we're gonna let it continue to fry some more before I turn it. Okay. Oh, it smells so delicious. I don't know if you guys ever had the experience of frying fish or smelling fried fish, but it smells so yummy. You can smell the seasoning and the everything that's going into it right now. see if we're ready to turn. Not quite yet, but as you can see the difference from the two sides. But we're gonna let it continue to fry and do its thing right now. See on this side. Look at that. So we're gonna let it continue to do its thing. Still not quite done frying on that side yet. Want it to continue to fry. Alright, let's see if it's ready to turn. Not yet. I want to give it a little more color on this side, so just let it continue to do its thing. Let's see this one. I just want to show you guys. Wow, look at the browning of it. So we're just going to let it continue to fry on this side though, okay? Oop. Gentle, gentle. Almost got burned there. Alright, so I just want to turn down the heat just a little bit because I see that, it's getting to that point where it is almost time to turn it, as you can see. Yeah, so let's go ahead and turn them. So I'm going to grab another spatula just because I don't want to burn myself. Again, I did turn down my heat because, this oil is very, very hot. So we're going to turn it on the next side. Perfect. As you can see, look at the difference. Look at the difference between the two. I turned this one so the other side can start cooking and frying and being tender. So I'm going to turn this one, okay? Because as you can see, the side and the crust, the side of it is telling me that it needs to be turned. So go ahead and turn this baby as well. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Beautiful. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Golden, as you can see. This is perfect texture that you want while it's frying, because you can still see the pinkness, the skin color of the fish is not overbearing with the flour. It's just perfect texture right now. Just perfect overall texture. We're gonna let it fry for now on this side, for the same 7 to 10 minutes. And then we're gonna put in the rest of our fish that we have here that's still being seasoned. And after that, guys, I have a special something special for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys how to make fried plantains, which is also known as tostones in Spanish. We want it just to sit and let it fry. Let me grab a plate so we can place our fish on. This is almost ready to be taken out. So we just want to let it continue to fry, guys. You know, make sure both sides are crispy and nice and juicy. As you guys can see, the color texture is changing. Definitely love, love, love the color that it's transitioning into. Alright, so let me go ahead and see if it's time to turn it again, or if it's time to take it out. I want to turn down my heat just a little bit again because I do not want to burn myself. Ooh, it's very hot. Alright. Looks like it's done on this side. Again, fish is not, it's a very quick meat to cook in a sense. So that's why you know, people eat sushi in a sense, because you know it's very a soft meat. Okay, looks like it's done, so I want to take it out. Again, I want to lower my heat just a little bit more because it's getting very, 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 very hot. So, as you guys can see, both sides are really well cooked and ready to be taken out. Again, about 5 to 7 minutes on each side. I'm going to take it out and put it on this paper towel so it can drain the oil. Same with this one. Look at these two babies. Just delicious, delicious, delicious. Look at the crispiness of it. Can't wait to try them. So let me go ahead and finish with my last two fish. Again, with all this good seasoning, just douse it in the flour. Flour, flour, flour. Shake it off. Like I mentioned earlier, you don't want it to be too overbearing with the flour. Alright, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Alright, again, you want to be very gentle since you're oil is very hot. All right, perfect. So let's work on the other one. Same method. You want to put the flour in between. And then shake it off. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Again, you want to be very careful placing it into the oil, as this oil is very extremely hot, guys. Alright, again, 7 minutes on both sides, 5 to 7 minutes. Just let it do its thing. Again, 5 to 7 minutes. Alright, let's see if it's ready to be turned. Just check it. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Alright, we're gonna continue to let it do its thing. And with this, seasoning, as you guys can see, my thyme and my habanero pepper is still in there with the ippies, which is garlic, green onions, garlic, red peppers, red bell peppers, green bell peppers, celery, and regular onions. I can actually make a sauce, which I will, to show you guys later how you guys can enjoy it with the fried fish. I just want to higher my heat just a little bit. Put it on medium. Because right now I had it in between like low medium. So I want to put it on medium just so I can give it that little extra heat to cook the other side. So let's check again to see if that other side is done. Let's see. Not quite. Alright. We just want to continue to let it do its thing. Let's check this one. Not quite. Good. We still continue to let it do its thing. Give it another 5 minutes. Maybe it'll be done by then. Alright, let's check it one more time and see if it's enough for consent. Alright, I think we can turn it, but see what's on it. Alright, yeah, this one can definitely be turned. So I'm just gonna, again, please be careful when turning because the heat is very hot. Alright, guys. Beautiful. Look at this baby. There, let's turn this one as well. As you guys can see the browning of it, beautiful. The meat is so white. That means it's cooked. I mean, we eat sushi, so hey, fish is not a hard meat to cook. It can cook in like 5 minutes. Like, you can actually eat fish raw. That's why there's sushi available. So, again, I like my fish fry. My these are snappers, red snappers. So, you know, just if you clean it correctly, season it correctly, delicious, delicious. You can get the best, enjoy the best taste of it. Again, another 7 to 10 minutes for that side so it can cook and, you know, fry that crispiness. You know, that's one of the reasons why I like frying my fish, just because the tender, the texture to it. You know, when you fry it with the all-purpose seasoning, all-purpose flour, as well as the lemon pepper combo. These are the best combo to fry it with. Just especially if you like that zestiness to it. These are the best two best products to fry your fish with. All right, let's see if we're ready to turn it or take it out actually. Probably give it like maybe 2 more minutes. As you guys can see, our meat is very well cooked. I just want to turn down my heat just a little bit. Again, as you can hear the stirriness of the oil getting very rough. All right, let's check on our fish again. All right, it's about time. I think it's about that time to take them out. Perfect, because both sides are very well cooked, as you can see. We don't want it to get too, we don't want it to get too, dry. So it's about that time to take it out and just let it sit there. Move on to the next step, which is the tostono. So I'm just gonna lower the heat just a little bit more. Alright, so we're gonna take it out. We're gonna use this one just because. Yummy, guys. Look at these babies. And beautiful. Alright. We're gonna put these babies on the side right now. And then we're gonna start our tostonos, which is the fried plantains. Again, you want to be very, very careful with these as you place these fried plantains into the fryer, the hot oil actually, just because. That's why I recommend you lower your heat to the lowest temperature as possible, then higher it, because there's a possibility it can splash on you. So just be very careful, okay, guys? We actually probably will need more oil, so I'm gonna place more oil into this so it can fry very quickly. Alright, for frying purposes, this is the oil that I like to use per vegetables Crisco. It's very, this is the best oil to fry with, alright? Just gonna add more oil. Again, you need all oil on deck. So as I put all this oil in, I want to higher my heat just because It's at its lowest temperature right now, so we need it at its highest temperature so our plantains can start frying. Just want to move our fish over here. So just give it probably a few more minutes so it can start frying. And then from there, I'll take them out and squeeze them. Yeah, because I added more oil, it's gonna take a while to maybe like 1 or 2 minutes before it actually start frying. So just give it a few minutes. Give it a few minutes. As you can see, it's starting to pick up. I want to lower the heat just a little bit because right now it's on high. So I want to put it probably like on medium high. Just so it can start frying just a little more. It's frying, so just continue to let it do its thing, guys. Probably for another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna take it out and squeeze them and show you guys the squeezing method of tostones and fried plantains, known as fried plantains. Alright guys, time to start squeezing these bad boys. Let's actually turn them around. Let's see. Some of them are ready to be squeezed. You can see the colorness, the texture of it changing. Perfect. As you can see, it's like all yellow on this side. I'm going to show you guys a base that I normally just use. You know, simply just salt water. Again, this is the salt water that I use. Himalayan all natural salt, pink salt. I love this salt because it just has a lot of nutrients. You know, your potassium, just very healthy overall for you. So if you guys haven't used this salt, I would highly recommend it. And just water, pink salt water, okay? Just making sure that's really good. Let's taste it to see if it has that saltiness to it. Perfect. Yummy, 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 yummy. Let's move some of our ingredients along and put it over here. Alright, and I'm not sure if you guys have this tool. So it's your Tostonos fried plantains pretty much smashed into it, where you actually squeeze it. So I actually picked this up at Bravo. You can actually get it at I forgot the name of the store. Is it Presidente supermarket. So any Spanish type supermarket, you can actually pick one of these up. So you can actually squeeze your fried plantain tostones into as you're when you're frying it, okay? So I'm just going to show you guys the method of one that I since this was all cooked on one side. I'm gonna place it into the circular part. I will take some of this residue off, and then bring this big portion up, and as you guys can see, I'm gonna squeeze into it to give it that flatness. Wow, beautiful. So before I place it back into the oil, I am going to place it into my salt water, the pink Himalayan salt water that I actually I made, as you guys can see. And then you want to be very careful, guys, very careful before placing it back into the hot oil, because again, oil and water do not mix well together. So be very, very careful, okay? You see how long I'm taking before I place it back in? Bam. And as you can see, the difference in the oil texture when I do place it in. So again, step a few feet back, and I'm gonna do the same for the rest, okay? Place it into my squeezer. Squeeze it. Place it into my salt water, which is right here. And then be very, very, very careful when you're placing it back into the hot water. Hot oil, I mean, I'm sorry. Because as you can see, the aggressiveness of the oil and the water, oil and water do not mix well together. So be very, 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 very careful. I do not want you guys to burn yourself. So we're gonna do that for all of the rest of these plantains. Take it out of here, place it into the salt water. place it right back into the oil. Be very, very careful, guys. You see how aggressive the oil is to the water, so be very, very careful. Same thing with this one. Grab myself. Squeeze it. All right, we're gonna take it off of here, put it into the water, the salt water compressor that we created. And again, as I mentioned earlier, please, please, please be very, very careful, because this hot oil is no joke. As you can see how aggressive it is, okay? Oil and water do not mix, so you do not want to get burned. Same thing for this one. We're going to place it into this. Squeeze it. Place it into the salt water compressor. Guys, please, please, please be careful when you're placing it back into the hot oil. Oil and water do not mix. They do not like each other, as you can see the aggressiveness of this hot oil. Alright, let's do this for this one as well. Squeeze it. And again, you can pick one of these little tools up at your local Bravo, Presidente, any Spanish food market. They have them available. Please, please, please be careful again, guys, because oil and water do not mix. They do not mix very well together, so let's continue to do it for the next few pancakes that we have to squeeze. Place it into our salt water mixture right here to give it that taste. Again, guys, please, please, I highly recommend that you highly be careful when you're placing oil and water, because you do not want to get burned. They do not mix together very well, okay? Let's do this for this one as well. Alright, it's done. Scoop it up, place it into our salt water mix. I highly recommend that you please, 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 please be careful when placing it back into the oil. Alright, let's get the rest. Alright, I have 3 more to go, guys. We can do this. Place it on this little device. Take it out, put it into the salt water mix. Guys, again, I highly, highly recommend before placing it into the hot oil, you be very, very careful. You do not want to get burned. Alright, as you can see how aggressive the oil is against the water. Please, please be very careful. Again, guys, please, please be careful. I do not want you guys to get burned. The oil and water do not mix well together. Okay? I just have 1 more to go. Haven't gotten burned yet, so that's a good thing, right? Squeeze it. Guys, please be careful when placing it back into the hot oil. Alright, this is my last one. Whew, I haven't gotten burned yet, but you know, this is because of me being very careful. Squeeze it. Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. As you can see, I did get burned there because it's splashed. So I'm going to take it back out. So that's why I mentioned to you guys, please be careful because this oil is very hot. Squeeze it. Pick it up. Place it into the salt water. Again, please be careful when placing it back into the hot oil, okay? Do not want you guys to get burned. Alright, because the oil is very aggressive. Water and oil do not mix well together. So this is why I tell you guys to please, please, please be careful when you're frying your fried plantains and tostones, okay? Alright, we're just gonna let it do its thing probably for about maybe 5 minutes and then we'll take them out, okay? Alright, I think it's about time to take them out, guys. We gave them about 5 minutes. So they look crisp, they look yummy, they look done. As you can see the difference between when we originally put them in, how flat they are. So I think they're about done. Yeah, they are definitely done. So what I'm gonna do is turn off my stove and then pretty much just take them out one by one. As you can see the difference in color and texture. They are done. Place them on the same fryer plate as my fish. Ooh, these look super yummy and delicious. Look at these babies. Yeah, they are definitely done. Please be careful when taking them out as well because you don't want to get burned. Alright, and we're all done. that's the end of it. And thank you so much, guys, for coming, just coming to my YouTube channel and watching me make the fish, the fried red snapper, as well as the tostones fried plantains. I really appreciate you guys and the support. Continue to watch my YouTube channel. I will have so much more to show you guys and teach you guys. So just wait and subscribe to next weekend, okay? So next weekend we might have something different. Just wait and see. All right. Have a great Sunday and enjoy your family.